Hi, Genki Call here with the Wise Old Owl World event for the week of April 11th, 2022. First things first, we'll get caught up on the lore as soon as I click the right button. Ha ha ha. We chased the Sparkinator back and forth across Whitehelm, but it was just too fast. It headed towards the Forest of Thorns, and we followed. Sparkgrinder had a friend there whom he said might help. Lord Archimedes, the Owl-Bearer Lord. Dum, bum, bum, ba-da. Sparkgrinder's friend, Lord Archimedes, offered his help in exchange for ours. He asked us to remove some orcish invaders from his part of the forest. Collect trinkets from the invaders to prove you've helped Lord Archimedes. So here's what we've got for the scoring. It's different, a little different. And when I say different, I mean kind of hard to track. But that's okay. We're going to figure this out. So, the Gargantuar is worth the most points. You can see that's a big point spread here. And everything that you're seeing on the screen here, all of these points, those are the base points. They all will drop a variable amount of points as you go up levels. So Gargantuar is worth the most. For the Legendaries, you've got the male will give you more points than the females, but with the epic, the female will give you more than the male. So Garnock is worth more than Solzara, and Fist of Zorn, believe it or not, is actually a female, is worth more than Rockgar. They both create skulls. Alright, here's how you can remember. So, rarity order, and then alphabetical order. So G comes before S, F becomes before R, and then avoid the orc veteran at all costs. Okay, so it's not too wonky. That is something I could remember now. All right, let's go back in here and I will show you the teams that I have come up with, except I was trying to grab something here real quickly and I'll be right there. Okay, I hit the wrong button. Here we go. All right, so G before S on the Legendaries. This is the first team for people with no Legendaries. I have 3 of them. This is the only one I have that has a very basic rarity weapon. Is this sorted by... Okay, let's sort this by rarity. So the ones that I know that you will have are only these 2. So if you don't have these 2, you can get them by leveling up either your red mana mastery or your green mana mastery is what it should be, judging by the colors on here. Alright, so the first team I've got here is the Forest Troll, who's up front because he has skull damage reduction by 33%. He doubles the number of green gems on the board, then creates 3 more to feed Rowanne. This team is very Rowanne-centric. Unfortunately, there is absolutely no way to boost her armor that I could find. There isn't a single troop that will boost armor, and there's not a single troop that will, or a weapon that will boost her armor either. So we're going to be dependent upon medals and badges in order to get her damage up. But we also have Lord Archimedes here, the new glory troop. He is, I am using, well, he has a boost by Forest of Thorns allies, but I'm using Elementalist on this team. You can change this to Archer if you prefer. Right now there are some bonuses here for 3 unique elemental troops because I'm using Elementalist. But if you change it to Archer here, then you will get the extra 6 damage in here from having entirely Forest of Thorns troops. La da da ha. All right. But close your eyes. You're not looking at this. You don't see what I'm doing. I'm changing it because I already have Archer and Elementalist completely leveled. So let me show you how this team works. Yes, please. So I bought the first 2 tiers. And I should show you what you can possibly get in the shop. So let's set this up, my Badge of Thorns, real quickly. I'm going to put just Medals of Seasons on either side just to be fair. And I'll add in my Nishas later. Yes, I worked hard for those niches before the mimics existed. Okay, so I'm forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something. Oh well, whatever it was, it can wait. So I'm using Barbarian because it's the only class that has a starting Leaf Storm that I don't already own. So, or that I don't already have to 100% is what I mean. So this should just completely kill everything for all of these early levels. Right, I remember. Oh, I remember. Solzara, edit teams. Let me show you what you can get with your in the shop if you are extraordinarily lucky. So for the event, when you're buying tiers, sigils for stuff, you can get base rarity. Oops. Show all. You can get any Forest of Thorns troop that you see here, including the Primal Rift troops. So you could get King Bloodwood, Yasmine's Chosen, you could get King Avelorn, any of these troops that you see, you can get from the shop. I did not get a mythic from the shop. I'm okay with that because I've had my luck for the day. I was very lucky today. Let's go ahead and switch this, manage, paste to the second team. Now this one is basically the same, except I'm using the Amethyst band here, which was um, the weapon that released this weekend during Invasion. I'm hoping that you got this. So I, of course, had to make a team for it. So I love this. I love this type of weapon. It's my favorite. Of course, I had to use it. All right, so I'm using Archer here because that makes everyone from Forest of Thorns, but it also makes this is not utilizing it to its greatest effect, but Archer makes the hero an elf. You can also go with to make you an elf. You can also go for Orb Weaver, or you can go for what's the other one? There are three. There are three. What's the third one? Archer, Orb Weaver, and why can't I remember the third one? There are three that will make you an elf. I just can't remember the third one right now. I apologize. All right, so but I'm not going to leave it on there once again. You're not seeing this. Ha ha ha. Gots to do it. I want to level my stuffs. All right. In with this team, and then I'll give this third team a few battles because my third team has a bow on it, and using a bow is required. So look at this boost. This is going to work for a while, especially once I've got medals and badges on board. She's still going to rock it. And you can use, instead of Rowanne and Archimedes, you can use 2 Rowannes. Or you could even use 3 Rowannes. However you want to do it, however you want to play it. So I'm going to change this now to one that uses, this is also no, I'm so sorry, I'm losing my mind. No legendaries, but it is using the elemental bow. Now these weapons I'm mentioning are in the Soul Forge right now. This is a bow, so I want to use it for the campaign. It's a really good weapon, especially now that we have an elemental hero class, and I am using all elementals here. You can use Lord Archimedes here instead of the Wood Rhynax. This one converts all red gems to green. That's extra mana for Rowanne, splash damage, and also something else. I don't remember. I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of 3 things at once, and once again, I'm changing this. Sorry. I have to. I want to level up all the things. All right. Elementalist is going to be the best class for this team. So I kind of want to cast with my elemental bow. This is actually the first time I've used it since I crafted it. eons ago. Fist of Zorn is actually female. See? Right there. Can't miss that. Although she's so masculine that, people could miss that, but yeah. If you're only looking at the face, it could be hard to tell, but she is an orc, so. All right. I think Rowanne's probably just going to be the answer for this. I'm thinking, and I may actually use this particular team. Now, I did forget to mention for Gargantuar, the only time Gargantuar is going to show up is after 4 battles. So if you don't fight him, you're going to miss him. So anytime you see Gargantuar show up, fight him to be sure that you get those huge amount of points because it is a huge amount. It's crazy. Alrighty, and then Garnock before Solzara. We'll do 2 more with this, or 1 more till I get the campaign task finished, and then we'll switch to the next team. So I've got 3 more teams, but I'm thinking this is probably the one I'm going to be using. We'll see though. Now she converts yellow to skulls, and the way that you can tell just by looking at her spell is that it has a yellow background. So you don't have to try to remember what color does she convert again. Just look at the background of the spell. And just cast with Rowanne. Uh, so good. So good. Let me go grab that real quickly so we can keep things rolling here. This is the task I re-rolled with the dungeon, so you probably won't have that one. All right. Force of Thorns team. Okay. Oh, right. I'm not using Archer on any of these. I forgot. I have to use Archer. Okay. Okay. Garnock again. Edit. Manage. Paste. Here we go. This one uses Archer. So for this one, I've got Lord Belanor. He does damage to an enemy and the enemy below them, so I'm doing damage to 2 enemies. Everything here is from Forest of Thorns because I'm using Archer class. He starts with 50% mana, which means he's pretty much going to be, well, they're all going to start with 50% mana, which is why King Avelorn is along, even though he's mana blocked. And then we'll blow things up with this, and it should work very well. However, I'm thinking at the end of the day, we're just gonna want to have a couple Rowannes in there. But I will show you the rest of these teams anyway because I took the time to make them and you might like them just for something different. So, da, da. Here we go. Blow things up. Kapow! Love blowing things up. Yellow to skulls. There we go. I'm going to do 1 more with this because Rowanne is just completely wiping everything off the board. So maybe I can actually cast with Belanor or something. I'm not going to let this guy run away though. All right, so we'll just do this. Works pretty well. And of course, King Avelorn's going to do damage to all enemies as well. Solzara. Wait, I should probably be doing the higher level. Let's test this. So level 38. Did I do that next team? Oops, I forgot. Let's do the next team. Manage, paste. So I put a lot of thought into these teams, choosing things that were going to get some bonuses over here and things that would work with the weapons, just to give you a variety of things to choose from. Probably not needed, but I did put in the effort to give you something different. Another Valraven, fantastic. All right. And I'm going to do this. The yellow will feed green Seer. The green, of course, will feed Sylvanimora or Rowanne. Okay, I need to look at the points, or the number of whatever those trinkets, 27 at level 38. let's do 38 again and see if we get 27 again. Or if it's a different modifier. The modifiers are weird for these events sometimes. So it was 28 last time. I just have to remember to look. Let's see how Sylvanimora does. Blow up something with lots of yellow. Select a column. Sure, that one. All right, so obviously Rowanne is going to work better, but this guy can conceivably loop. Sylvanimora, I think, is a female, but either way. So it was 27 last time, and this time it's 9 for the same level. I told you that scoring can be really, really wonky. Really wonky. All right. Let's switch out to the last team here. This is going to be fun because I just got Yasmine's chosen. I've never used her because I just got her. Now, I chose Hierophant for this. And Hierophant, you know, why would you choose that? Because Hierophant is geared towards red more than green. And here's the reason why. For one thing, it will make you fey. That is part of it, but also because I can start with a Light Storm, which is going to help. I think Green Seer is on the team, so that will help Green Seer. We've got gain 4 life when matching green gems and gain bonus green mana from green gem matches. But the primary reason I chose Hierophant is to make the whole team fey. You can use Frost Mage instead if you prefer. That will also make you fey. So for the bonuses, ooh, look at the pretty bonuses. Of course, you can just make it Archer and make it all Forest of Thorns. And I forgot I like Hierophant, but kind of switch it to Archer because I forgot. I'm supposed to be using a freaking Forest of Thorns team. All right, now it's Forest of Thorns. Let's see how this goes. Now, Yasmine's bow is another that you have to craft. You can mix and match things however you like and just do what looks good to you. So I kind of want to get her filled up so I can see what she does. So she's going to do, ooh, a bonus 10. Wait, entangle a random enemy when matching green gems. So let me try getting some green gems on the board. Yeah. All right, well, we'll try another one. Rowanne is the beast for this particular one. Trinkets 15. I got 20. What? I got 40 or 27 from that one battle. That is crazy. All right, we're going to do another one. I'm switching back to that double Rowanne team. I may even switch to triple Rowanne at some point. I am going to use this team that you can't see. We'll do this. Red and green. Not that I needed the red, but let's get brown again. I would really... All right, elemental bow. We'll create a bunch of green, which will just... I mean, it'll fill itself back up, but I'm looking to match... Okay, so 3 of them are entangled at the moment. There. All right. One of them is... Okay. Yeah, Yasmine's chosen, but it does loop. I forgot about that because I just got her. It creates 10 green gems, which will allow me to loop. Look at that looping. Ooh. Ooh. I do like the looping, although it's a lot more efficient just to use Rowanne. So, well, that's interesting. Okay, I'm really glad to have pulled her because I needed her for my power level. So I'm actually just going to use this team, or I might put a third Rowanne on here. That's what I'm going to go with for myself. So that is your rundown for the world event for this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. Soulforge video is coming up next. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!